A silent alarm is sounding inside millions of men right now, a biological signal that most will ignore until it's too late. It isn't a pain or a symptom you can feel. It's a single number derived from a single drop of blood that can predict a war raging within your own body. This is the story of the prostate-specific antigen, or PSA. And understanding its true meaning is not just important, it's a matter of survival. What exactly is this molecule that holds so much power? Prostate-specific antigen is a protein produced by cells in the prostate gland. Its primary job is to liquefy semen, aiding sperm motility. In a healthy state, very small amounts of PSA leak into the bloodstream. But when the prostate's architecture is compromised by inflammation, enlargement, or a tumor, the floodgates can open, releasing significantly more PSA into circulation. This molecule isn't the enemy, it's the messenger, a distress flare fired from a hidden battleground. For decades, a PSA level below 4.0 nanograms per milliliter was considered safe. But the science, as highlighted by researchers at institutions like the National Cancer Institute, reveals a more complex reality. A man can have a dangerous condition with a PSA of 2.5, while another can be perfectly healthy with a PSA of 6.0. The true story is told not by a single snapshot, but by the trend. Is the number rising rapidly over time? This is called PSA velocity. What is the ratio of free, unbound PSA to total PSA? A lower percentage of free PSA can be a more significant warning sign. The single number is just the headline. The real intelligence lies in these details. Before panic sets in over a high number, it's critical to know the imposters, conditions that mimic the PSA signature of a serious problem. Benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, a non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate common in older men, is a primary culprit. An infection known as prostatitis can cause a dramatic temporary spike. Even recent vigorous exercise, like a long bicycle ride or recent sexual activity, can temporarily open those floodgates and elevate the reading. These factors create noise in the data, making it essential to understand the full context before drawing any conclusions. Let's journey inside to the cellular level. Here, we see the true nature of the fight. Healthy prostate cells are orderly, structured, and cooperative. But introduce chronic inflammation, and the environment changes. Immune cells flood the area, releasing powerful chemicals. This chaotic state can damage cellular DNA, leading to mistakes in replication. This is how a rogue cell can be born, one that ignores the body's commands to stop growing. It multiplies relentlessly, disrupting the gland's architecture and spilling PSA into the blood. Taming inflammation is not just a health goal, it is a core strategy for maintaining cellular order. Understanding the threat is the first step. Building your defense is the mission. This begins with a strategic nutritional protocol, turning your food into medicine. First, the lycopene protocol. Lycopene is a powerful antioxidant abundant in tomatoes, but it's most bioavailable when cooked. The heat breaks down the plant's tough cell walls, releasing the compound. The mission is to consume at least 10-15 milligrams daily. This is easily achieved with 1 cup of tomato sauce or paste, which concentrates the lycopene. It acts as a cellular bodyguard, neutralizing DNA-damaging free radicals specifically within prostate tissue. Second, the cruciferous mandate. Vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts contain a compound called sulforaphane. Your objective is 1 to 2 cups per day. Sulforaphane activates the body's own detoxification enzymes in the liver, helping to neutralize and excrete harmful substances before they can damage cells. Third, the omega-3 shield. Chronic inflammation is the fuel for cellular chaos. You must shift your fatty acid balance. The goal is to consume sources of omega-3s at least 3 times per week. A 4-ounce serving of wild-caught salmon, or a daily tablespoon of ground flaxseed, provides anti-inflammatory prostaglandins that directly counteract the inflammatory pathways that can promote abnormal cell growth. Your daily habits are either building your fortress or leaving the gates wide open. A non-negotiable strategy is strategic movement. The objective is 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise per week. This can be a brisk 30-minute walk, 5 days a week. This specific level of activity helps regulate hormone levels, including insulin and testosterone metabolites, which can influence prostate cell growth. It also lowers systemic inflammation. Next, you must identify and eliminate the inflammatory invaders from your diet. The primary targets are processed meats containing nitrates, sugar-sweetened beverages that spike insulin, and an overconsumption of red meat high in inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids. These foods create a constant, low-grade inflammatory state that is a known precursor to cellular dysfunction. Finally, implement the green tea ritual. The goal is 2 to 3 cups of authentic green tea daily. It contains powerful polyphenols called catechins, particularly EGCG. This compound has been shown in numerous studies to inhibit pathways that cancer cells use to grow and to promote the self-destruction of damaged cells, a process called apoptosis. This isn't about restriction, it's about a conscious, strategic upgrade to your entire lifestyle, creating an internal environment where abnormal cells simply cannot thrive.